by tradition.
Hold
And that
tight.
is hold tight the 3-point collectors.
Next thing, Tottenham are whipping boys for Liverpool. You lot ain't beat us in how long? So look at your face. So when I
I'm about to roll.
they forget about when the council is going to take the free.
Oh, for real? When there was a little car park out front. Let's talk about six, baby.
Let's hold
Liverpool. And as much as we can talk about Mane is a good player, Salah's a good player, they're just not the X factor, bro. Don't forget about it.
Mami keju, I'm a white gun face. Why you say I do nothing for you? I feel do anything you want me to do. That's new stoppage intro. We live, baby. We live. Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
Man, listen. You asked, you begged, you pleaded, and we are 2/3 back. We'd be here completely, but you know, certain man, you know, they have responsibilities they have to attend to, innit? But listen, Stoppage Time TV is back. Live and direct in effect. You already know what time it is. Listen, let's give ourselves a little round of applause, man. Listen, man.
Feels good to be back.
Trust me.
Feels good to be back. Feels good to be back.
I can't lie. All of the messages, all of the support, all of the you guys keep it real. We're waiting. It's appreciated. But before we go any further, to make sure this season gets us to the start it needs to get to, please pause this video, like it, share it. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Switch your notifications on.
Make sure likes.
We are going bigger and better this year. Believe me.
Likes, because
Believe
the
me.
algorithm will be messy right now. So like and comment, because we need the algorithm back. So like and comment. It's been
The system doesn't want us to
doesn't want us
prevail,
to win, man.
but we will with your support, please. That's where we have to start.
God did.
That's where we have to start. But honestly, it's good to be back in the big chairs. Got a lot of stuff coming, man. Of course, the Premier League is back. And there's only one place to start. You know when the rock goes, Finally!
Whoa.
Millions! And millions! I'm joking. But hold tight all of the 3-point collectors in the building. Worldwide, wherever you are, you and you and you and him and her. All the I know you. Hold tight all the 3-point collectors. Hold tight the participants. And let's see, the special hold tights we got this week is hold tight the man them that people laughed on last week, but they're getting their braces. Hold tight the managers not winning their first games. Hold tight the English managers getting shown up by other English managers. Hold tight the goal scorers.
And hold tight the crew, man.
Hold tight the crew, man. Real talk. Hold tight production. Actually, in fact, big up production on the event, actually.
Oh yeah, good event.
Big up production on the event. Big up production on the event. Big up the Lionesses as well, man.
Yeah.
So big up the Lionesses as well. They brought it home. You know how it goes. But
let's get into this.
Let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. Of course, Fu Diddy will be here, so he can speak his Spurs top of the league. Us and Arsenal top of the league. It's come to North London a bit, but we have to start with Manchester United because, of course, before we go into the hell, let's talk about the heaven. My boy Cam signed a new deal. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much.
And production, if you can do a bit of magic, I want you to put the clip where he goes, I'm a Manchester United fan. So it means that he's now back with his team.
I'm back, man.
Which means he can now report on his team.
The fans need realism in that camp, in the fan base, you know what I mean? I'm not part of the fan base, but they need realism. So, you know what I'm saying?
But let's get to the realism because ultimately we talk a lot about the top six. We talk about other teams as well. But of course, Man United are one of them clubs where, good or bad, you have to discuss it. And this summer, Ten Hag comes in, a few signings, flirting with De Jong. Is Ronaldo playing or not? First game of the season comes, fans are there, ETH stocks ready to go to the moon. You lose to Brighton. It's the first time they've won at Old Trafford.
It's that donkey.
It's is it Gross? Is Gross in it? Gross. That's his 5th and 6th goal against United.
Yeah,
A player of that caliber scoring 6 goals
weird.
against Manchester United. It's mad, isn't it?
Mad, fam. He eats on Man United, you know. He eats, fam. It's crazy.
But touching the game, but I think ultimately we need to talk about because we've had private conversations, but obviously our community have missed us. What you think is going to happen this season?
This season?
Touching the game briefly, but link it into what you think is going to happen this season. Because I'll be honest, I am of the school of thought that a lot of teams are going to grow into the season until maybe about match day 6. That's because pre-seasons were short. A lot of teams are disjointed. Getting your signings into the system you want to do. World Cup coming up, and it's going to be international fixtures. So I think by fixture 6, fixture 7, we'll see the real identity of teams. I thought United would be in that, but I didn't expect United to lose in the first game of the season.
Nah. Well, touching on the game first. I feel with the game, it's one of them ones where United, Old Trafford hasn't been popping for a while. You know what I mean? Old Trafford hasn't been popping for a while. Teams have been coming in, getting results, whatever. And it's just the same again. But the performance today was so bad. You know what I mean? It was so bad. And the thing is, we can talk about Ten Hag and this and that, but the same things are going to happen if you have the same players out there. Sancho, Eriksen, and Martinez are the 3 different players to play that started from what would have been our 1920 team. So United haven't changed in years, pretty much. You know what I mean? You try and sign this person, that starting lineup had 3 different players from the 1920 team. It's still McFred, it's still Maguire, it's still the Luke Shaw, it's still the Rashford, it's still the same players out there. Bruno, that are out there, De Gea, all these guys that have been part of the worst Man United team in Premier League history. And it's a fact that last season they were the worst team we've ever had. These are the same players. So Ten Hag can do what he wants to do in terms of tactics and systems and stuff. But ultimately, the same thing I said on the back end of last season, this team need an overhaul, bro. It needs a squad overhaul. It's so funny because when United beat Liverpool, fans start coming out and saying, not even we're back, but they were coming out and saying, this just shows how bad of a manager Ralph Rangnick was. The fact that he said this team need 10 players. Like, no, you just need a coach. No, listen, a coach can improve certain players through his system. A coach cannot work miracles, bro. He cannot work miracles. And this team need to be disbanded, bro. And the thing is, what's crazy is that United, I think I've made about 10 sales or was looking about 10 sales or something like that. A lot of them were kind of fringe anyway. Yeah. 3 incoming. 3. We've got 20 certain days left of the window. Man United have signed a 60 million defender from Ajax. Listen, let me not even say what I want to say about Eriksen, but we signed Eriksen on a free, and Malacia, a 12 million pound left back from Feyenoord. Nothing since then. The gaping hole in Man United is the midfield. McTominay, yeah, no disrespect to him, he's not good enough for Man United. It's as simple as that.
It's not looking
He's
good, bro.
not good enough for Manchester United. Technically,
it's not looking good.
It's not looking good, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? He's not good enough for Man United. Fred, for me, he was playing in the number 6 today. He's not good enough. And I understand why Ten Hag will be going for a De Jong or whatever. But ultimately, Rashford, another poor performance. Mate, he is in hell at the moment. Like, listen, if he doesn't buckle up, then he's going to have to go. Simple as that. He's going to have to go. Bruno, new contract. I'm not even going to get into that. But ultimately, United need to disband this team, bro. It needs to be an overhaul. But the board will never allow such things. And the thing is, yeah, my boys talk about the word ambition. I don't want to use the word ambition or whatever, but you look at how quickly it's taken Barcelona to get to make a good team. You look at PSG.
Look at what they've had to do, though, bro.
Wait, no, but that shows that they won it.
Yeah.
That shows that they won it. They were not taking no for an answer.
Man said economic lever.
They don't
free.
care, bro, because they are footballing.
Them man are off in pant to get money from anywhere.
But that's because they are footballing men out there. They don't care about that. PSG, what did they do? They went and got Campos. And now all of a sudden they're moving like up. They've already fixed their midfield. Renato Sanchez, Vitinha.
Yeah.
They want fucking Ruiz now.
Yeah.
They instantly, he comes in, stamps his mark. It's not hard to come back and be a good team. You just have to have a board that want to do it as well. And you've brought in a new manager and pretty much given him at this present moment, for me, all circumstances considered, one of our worst windows ever. This is like on levels with David Moyes' first window, or when United only gave Jose, Fred, Dallo, and Lee Grant.
But do you see when Ten Hag? Obviously,
we
don't know.
They wanted him. We finished second. You gave him Fred, Dallo, and Lee Grant and said him win the league against Man City's 100 Centurions. Oh my! Then sacked him. Like it's bizarre decisions, man.
But obviously, when Ten Hag came, right, it's one of those things where it'll be interesting to. We might never know, but if he got reassurances that listen, we are gonna do right by you to get the best of what you want to get out, like. Because when you put it like that, I understand. Like those free signings.
Look at Bowley. As much as Chelsea are, you're getting rejected. You turn into a little bit of whatever. My man wants to get players, bro.
World class centre back.
Man, forget about who you've signed.
No, but I just want to break it. But just in general,
okay, yeah.
People say stuff. Okay, world class centre back. Top class centre back. Yeah. Some people, Sterling. That's a top winger. Cucurella, a very good defender. Like
Carney.
He's a very good talent. He's addressing and building.
Do you know
stuff.
what it is? It's not only even that. It's
trying.
not about the signing. My man has gone and had a meeting with like every CEO you can imagine this
He
summer.
got all of the Premier League.
Bro,
he got the Premier League board. Everyone.
He's trying a thing. He's gone to meet Barcelona. He's gone to meet. He's out here working, bro.
Yeah.
The Man United board are just not up to standard because they have to. Bro, they have to back Ten Hag because if we do not sign about 5, 6, 7 players, which I know is not going to happen.
7 players in this window is going to be taken. I think ultimately as well.
It's doomsday, bro. It's doomsday. But you were talking about what do I think for the season?
Yeah.
For the season, I said it. Yeah, I said it in our chat as well. Bro, United are going to finish between 6th to 8th. 6th to 8th, they might have to hope they can win a Europa League, maybe nick a Carabao Cup or something. That will be success this season because 20 days to go, and now you're getting panicked by links with Arnautovic. You're getting linked to this person, that person, Leroy Sané, and that, like unrealistic stuff. It's gonna become panic mode, and ultimately these players once again will show that they are not good enough to play for United. So if this is the current constructed squad, there's no way you're finishing top 4. No way.
I saw fans having a fist of cuffs at full time, you know.
Yeah, they were punching up the black guy, bro. He started trying to swing back. Bro. I was like, what? That is crazy, bro. They started swinging for some black don, bro.
I won't even lie, though. As a manager, I think, Palumi tweeted it, and I was laughing at it. I was like, that's so funny. Losing your first game, as a manager must sting, bruv. Yeah. So all of that summer preparation, all of that, it matters now, boys. We go now, boys. And you lose to Brighton.
But the one thing is, there is things where with Ten Hag, right, he's going to have to realize quickly is who you can rely on, bro. I don't know what you're seeing in training to think that McTominay, Maguire, and these names are good enough.
A lot of managers have done it.
The options are not good enough at the moment, and he has come out. That's the thing. Everyone's gonna call him a puppet and blah blah blah. He has come out and said, "We need more. We need more depth. We need more this." He has said all of this. Look at this disrupting the show, bro.
This Cortez hype. This guy's some. You're not a little kid anymore.
Let me say that bit. But I'll say that bit again. Like, we have got to a point, where he has asked for more depth. He has asked for better players, but the board have to go out and get them. This fixation on Frankie de Jong that spent all of the summer, I don't really rate that. So I'm going to be fair. Like, I'm always going to give Ten Hag time because he deserves time. Obviously, it's only one game. But there is some stuff, as I said, what I was saying throughout is, I don't see how you can still be playing for a manager that says I'm a technical It's playing stuff like McTominay and Fred in the pivot still to this day. The Harry Maguires, the Luke Shaws. I can't get behind them decisions. If these are the players that you're going to continue playing, then I will end up turning, bro.
Do you think there's a part of him that's thinking this is new manager grace period in the sense of I've just come in, I'm going to give you a lot of clean slate. No, he's possibly knowing that he might not get any targets after De Jong. So he's like, I've got to work with these man. So I can't knock their confidence straight away. Is it a thing where...
I do think it's a point where obviously the options are scarce, first and foremost. But I
Scarce.
is it scarce? Yeah.
Scarce.
I've been saying scarce my whole life.
Man said Scarface. New season, new words.
Okay,
Scarface. Man said Scarface. Man said Scarface.
Anyway, the options are poor.
Yeah.
The options are poor. Yeah,
No,
they're
go on.
depleted. It's terrible options.
Yeah.
But yes, he would obviously believe in himself as a coach that he thinks he can get the best out of them. But I'm telling you,
Learn the lessons from
many
people before you
managers
have
have
failed,
tried
yeah.
and
Failed.
have failed.
Yeah,
What is this
They
gonna
are
be,
not
4th year?
good enough. Yeah, bro. 4 years of McFred and that. Come on, man. Every manager has tried and failed. And listen, if you want to continue to die, bro, people have lived and died by them. If you want to do the same, Ten Hag, be my guest, bro.
Listen,
but the ultimately is going to lead into.
So you're
into
saying
a
it's between
failure.
6th to 8th, yeah?
I think with United it's between 6th and 8th.
Boy.
Yeah.
Boy,
I don't see-
United
yeah.
never last, but tough people do. For United, I think 6 to 8 is low. I think from what I saw today and what you're saying, I think a 5th trying to get 4th.
You genuinely think that this United team can push Arsenal, Chelsea, and Spurs?
Arsenal got a lot of young players.
No,
I
they're
don't-
better than us.
Arsenal
man.
got a lot of
Arsenal
young
are better
players.
than United, bro.
They might
They're
be
further
better
in their
but
cycle,
They've
they're
got
better.
a lot of young players, and like when the senior heads in your team or who the senior heads are in their team, that can get rocky every single minute. I've seen what Arteta does when it gets rocky. Man starts talking about his heart surgery. That you don't have that
When I
many
was
stories.
2 years old.
I like Arteta, man.
No, I do as well.
I
but
like him.
He
I
come
do.
across well in
I
that.
like him,
I
bro.
was
annoyed how well he came across.
He's a
I
sick
like the guy,
yeah.
bro. Did
But
you
you know what
watch
I'm worried
it?
about?
I like the guy, bro.
How many stories of those do you have? How many stories of those do you have?
Yeah.
Nah, he touches the heart.
Yeah,
He
but
touches
when
the
it starts
heart.
getting techie, there's not going to be that many stories.
No, but I think especially early on when you're trying to get players on your side,
You need to
the
do that.
emotion thing.
Yeah.
Jose's done it.
Yeah,
Simeone's
100%.
done it. Conte does it.
But
That emotional part.
they have the
definitely
youngest
is
squad in
Yeah,
the
but
league.
they have tactics.
Yeah,
Arteta's doing his thing.
True. But Arteta's trying, and he's a rookie. This is what I
Yeah.
think.
No,
Listen,
but this is what I'm saying. Rookie, youngest squad in the league. We saw what happened. I don't know if they'll have that
So
free
you
game
think they
bounce
can
again.
push? Personally, I don't see how they've got
see
better.
it.
Aside from a better coach, now what I think is you'll see better patterns of play. I think over the season there'll be.
Did you see today?
Listen,
You couldn't
there'll
pass
be a
into
process.
midfield,
Trust me.
bam, 18
Conte,
passes
when
by
he came
Scott
in at Chelsea,
McTominay.
he said, "I'm gonna try you man's way,
Yeah,
then
and
I'm
I'll
gonna bin
switch
it."
up.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
I think there will come a point when Ten Hag is just like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna just Hannibal if that's what it takes. Garnacho, cool."
Zidane.
Trust me,
Remember,
Ajax,
Ericsson was
that's what he
playing.
does.
Ericsson was playing DM today. We've seen it.
Didn't he start false line? But I think, anyway, as you said, 6th to 8th, in my opinion. I don't think United are in that.
6th to 8th
Champions
is a good
League
segment.
unless over the next 2 weeks they make moves.
What, like
which
an Arnautovic?
Really and true, brother. When I heard that, today, I
Arnautovic.
said, "Nah, how do you
That's
want to
a
slap
throwback.
these man? You know, like Arsenal, they go through bad patch, they release kit. United go through bad patch, link with awful players.
Bro,
I'm like,
Bring in a Garlo, innit?
what is this suffering, bro? Every time,
The Nigerians will love that.
some random move. I'm
Few
like, what the hell?
social engagements. I can't even lie.
I don't know what.
After the game, I was thinking,
there
yeah.
for United this season. Though.
The social
There's not
admins
a lot
were
to look forward to.
the social admins were looking for the apology letters early this month. Boy. They're like, "Rah, where was the one we wrote last season?"
Look,
But
you-
6th to 8th is that's steep. That's steep. But it's a perfect segue because obviously with
not good
Spurs,
enough.
talk about the game, but also where you think you're gonna finish with everything. Because what 6 signings, good start to the season. What are we saying?
Nice, bruv, it was a perfect start.
Good
to the
win. He
season.
didn't start any other signings.
Didn't start any of the signings.
But you guys ended the
To
season
be
well.
fair, that I was gonna say, Conte pretty much ended the season strong with a kind of familiarized side, and I
Do you-
thought it was
do you
kind
know
of the
what's-
same team.
Do you know what's like crazy for me? Yeah, Eric Dyer. Yeah, I mentioned to you last season, like in terms of like when Jose was there, it was like Jose was like, I want you to, you speak.
Jose
Portuguese
was
as
the
well.
one that forced him
Yeah,
and said, "No,
yeah.
cut the midfield
Yeah,
crap
yeah,
out. You're a
But
centre back."
now with Conte, it's even like
Under Conte, he's improved, and I'll be
Yeah.
honest. Even under Nuno, he was one of the better players. I'll be honest with you. The
That's
whole of
true.
last season, he's actually put down
Yeah.
a solid case to put himself in the England squad. If
Yeah.
you like, even though the standards not crazy, but I think for a first game, that's exactly what you want. Especially when Kane and Son aren't even scoring. Kulusevski, I thought,
continuing as he left off.
brother, this season is going to take another level. You see, last season I was talking about, signing of the season, and everyone thought I
Yeah.
was overgassing it. No. This season you will see this kid is the real deal. And Sessegnon, listen, he needs that. I feel like Sessegnon, he come in, when he broke through, it was
Conte.
a goal-scoring winger.
AF.
Listen,
You listen and what?
the wing-backs need to step up, especially with Perisic there this season. I feel like Sessegnon is...
He gave some Euro
in
step when he came
talks.
on, innit?
It-
Some European step overs. I was like, yeah. Man said, step back, step back free.
No, listen, Bissouma's still to come in as well. I thought Bentancur, quality again. I think he's going to be another one this season. A lot of people take notice. Romero, I'm expecting him to go up a level this year. So with Spurs, there's key pieces there that I think you can build a foundation on.
Yeah.
I still think with the 6 signings, I think so far it's quantity over quality, in my opinion. I think only you look at Bissouma and Perisic, who significantly improve the first 11.
But depth.
And depth-wise, yeah, you can say that. It's been good. But for me, I'm looking to push on and catch up to Chelsea, catch up to Liverpool. I'm not going to do that with just depth. The
But
first team had glaring holes. This is the thing. The wing-backs were poor last year. We got Perisic in on one side. We got Jed Spence. Jed Spence is a bit of a gamble. Similarly, like Cesc coming up from the Championship, has to adapt to
But
the
there's
system.
a hunger. He has something to try and show.
But then
it,
the
which
left
is good.
centre-back position, for me, was a weakness last year.
Who did you sign,
Sanchez.
Langley?
We had Ben Davis, pretty much, who
signed
plugged the
Langley, right?
gap. We signed Langley.
Yeah, but
Are
he
you
has.
going to tell me that's a solution?
He's got something to prove.
Did
back.
was he on the bench yesterday?
Brother, we went from Bastoni, 90 million at the start of the window, to loan for Langley. Now I'm meant to settle for this. I'm saying, look, it's been a progressive window, but it's not. If
could've
you're
been
thinking
more.
this is going to be what Spurs, like some people are talking about, we could be dark horses for the title.
Hey.
Shut up.
Listen,
Dark
Conte.
horses. No, I told you when you got Conte last
Don't do
season.
this.
I said
Because
next
for me,
season,
we've-
dark
We've,
horses.
we've seen what Conte's done with 2 signings.
For me,
though.
all I want is this season is to solidify top 4 again, and the cups is
That's
important this
boring,
year
man.
for me. You can say
No,
that,
but you
bro.
gotta remember, though.
We ain't made enough moves for me to push us any closer to the title.
But remember though, you guys have got Conte for 12 more months.
That's what
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna say,
want.
so
that for
do you
me is
think-
the biggest focus this year.
but that's the
we
thing.
cannot afford to miss out on top 4 because it says to him that yeah, we're
I'm gone.
investing in you, but we're not.
But what if you finish? But what I'm saying is, if you finish 4th, 22 points behind Man City, he might think, this is long. You guys
the
need
thing.
to kind of, be kind of
Do
making
something.
some
My
noise.
My thing is, do you two, answer me this. Does this look like a window that represents you've got Conte as your manager, Champions League football, and you've had the funds open to you at Spurs for the first time ever? Would you say so far this window that
I think you guys have
you've maximized having those three
I do get
things?
what you're trying to say.
The thing is, it's
Maximise is the key word I'm using
No, I
here.
hear you, but I can't count many windows in football in recent times where you've gone, you know what? These man maximised their window in terms of they solved all of their flaws.
No, we
What
didn't.
what
But
I
we
was,
haven't sold
what,
key
what,
ones.
what my thing is with content, with like what he does, I know he doesn't need the most talented players. He just needs a
agree.
strong group.
This
and I
is what
feel
I was
like
gonna come
again,
to as well.
like someone like Richarlison, people be like, "Oh my gosh, Richarlison."
That's your boy. I know you're about to do some PR. Gone.
It's not about PR. It's not about PR. But let's be real. If you want to talk stats, he gets double figures. If you want to talk about Harry Kane and whatnot, so if Harry Kane was coming the same minute and you put Richarlison to run around for 20 minutes,
bad.
it's feasible.
I'm calm with
It's
that.
feasible. Like there's the signings they've made are feasible signings to help push up another notch. I remember you're comparing the Conte season or Spurs season last year where you man weren't even present for the first part of the season. Your latter part of the season represents what you guys were actually doing. So
me-
if you can do that for a full season,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that
I
it
think
takes you there.
This is the biggest
but-
factor this season that for me will be the biggest testament
Yeah.
to Conte's coaching. Now
He's
he's got a
sustained
full
all season.
preseason.
Yeah.
All these players are kind of used to his system. Even the ones that are coming in, I feel like are really players that he would buy and they would buy into
but,
his system.
that's what I'm saying,
So I
because-
think he can definitely push us and maximize the squad for what it is. But in my opinion, I look at the things where I'm like Champions League football, bank wide open. We've got a world-class manager. Are we fully utilized? Like, we don't get this often at Spurs. You, man, regular. This is every summer for you, man.
Yeah,
I
boys.
get this once in a lifetime, baby. Let me maximize this summer.
Man said, I want to sign you.
No, no,
I
but-
wanna sign
You, and you.
But the thing is, it's hard, man, because
And,
obviously.
and listen, I'm not saying Mbappe, but I'm saying I felt like the Richarlison signing was a big one. I felt like that's where a lot of our money has gone. I felt like there could have been maybe better options that we could have signed for
How much
that
is
money.
Richarlison?
Huh?
How much was
50
he?
million plus 10 million add-ons where it could be 60.
mil. And for not a starter as
For
well.
not a starter, and
That's a
I
lot of
know
money.
for a fact he's not displacing any of those three this season. For a fact. So the 40 plus games he would start regularly and get the 12, 13 now is going to be reduced. And I'm like, is that really value for money? Would Memphis Depay for 17 mil would not have been nicer?
Yeah,
but
but-
then I know people will say, is that a Conte player?
Yeah.
When you sign for Conte, you become a Conte player. People are saying, listen, people are saying Zaniolo ain't a Conte player. People wanted Madison. Conte said, do you see what I'm saying? And
Memphis-
listen,
Memphis
I'm
can't
not,
do
Memphis
lifestyle
ain't a
North London.
solution. I'm not saying Memphis is a solution, but I'm saying there were other targets that I felt like could have represented better value for money.
No, Harry, it's a
No,
fair
but the
point.
thing is, that's you know what it is, is that I get what you're saying, but that's more of kind of like your opinion on on it. If you get where I'm coming from, the fact is these are the guys that Conte has said. Maybe not Jed Spence because I don't think Spence. He already said club signing. He said it himself. Like, that's not my signing, bro. Like, so I hear that. Yeah.
So this guy looks like Fuad. Where's he co-signing?
But on a real though,
I got tagged. I was like, yeah, I knew this was coming.
But on a real, I do feel like you're talking about the Lenglet, for example. He wanted Lenglet. He brought Lenglet in. Do you get where I'm coming from? So you can say, oh, Lenglet, but is Lenglet good enough? You have to wait and see what Lenglet is going to be like under Conte. That's the thing.
Of confidence for 2 years. I just hope Conte can rebuild his confidence.
Well, sometimes you got to go for the
same thing happened. He revived him.
I'm excited.
He revived him though.
He's giving me life.
You got to go for the sneaker ones.
He's a baller still.
So in terms of other top 6, yeah,
where do I think? I think it will be a top 4 battle, but at the moment, I look at Arsenal and what Chelsea could potentially do over the coming weeks as well. I think they're ahead of us right now. If the season, I think we need to finish this window strong, like 1 or 2
what about Arsenal?
Whether it's a Zaniolo comes in for extra creativity, whether it's an extra body at centre back. For me, I feel like we have to make moves. I feel like Arsenal last year were a slot in for top 4 until they threw it themselves. This season they've added Jesus, Zinchenko, and I'm like,
but what is it with Tottenham's team?
A bit of quality
with Tottenham's team, because like for me, for example, when we said Man United, I said the whole team needs to be overhauled, bro. Where in that starting 11
would you improve?
Needs improvement. Left centre back, right wing back, and for me, you don't have a profile of a midfielder that's creative. All of them are workhorses.
That's what Kane's now, isn't it?
But this is the thing. He's meant to be your 9.
But that's the thing. When you play that formation, though, the wingback formation, it's the same thing that Chelsea have, innit? It's hard for them to get that creative.
If Conte put a creative person in there,
low block systems, I've seen us where this system can sometimes be negated.
Yeah, you can just bring on one guy.
You can just nullify Kane. There was Brighton or Brentford last year. You sit on Kane, boom, where's the creativity? Especially if the wingbacks don't offer it. We got Emerson and Cess on an off day. Lord have mercy. That's where like someone like a Maddison or a Zaniolo can come and change it. For me, we've been crying for that since Eriksen as well. So those are the 3 areas I felt like start of the window I would have addressed.
It would be a sub under because again he wants what he wants in the middle. I don't think he's gonna start that sort of.
Listen, I know he wants that hybrid, but he's also come out and said I want a creative midfielder. So it's one of those. Don't tell me he don't want it.
You might should have gone in for Eriksen. You might should have gone in for Eriksen, man. Who? Should have gone in for Eriksen.
Listen,
them
man are offering what the wages they're offering.
What, United?
We cannot compete.
Oh man,
where you got them finished?
Spurs. I got Spurs finishing 3rd, and I think they're gonna push. I've got Spurs finishing 3rd. Yeah. Spurs are better than Arsenal and Chelsea for me. You got the best. You got a better manager. I think you got something going. You got the best front 3 of the lot as well. Chelsea need attackers. Arsenal need attackers, in my opinion. You guys have got Kane, world class. Son trying to break that world class. You got Kulusevski, who's quality.
Gonna be world.
So I think, and you got the best manager. So I think Spurs are gonna finish 3rd. And I think it's not gonna be no 30 points off the top 2 either. I think you're gonna make some noise, man. This is Antonio Conte. I don't know why I don't know who people think this guy is.
Nah, trust me.
He's a top manager.
Top manager. Top man.
And what was it? I think weren't you one of the best teams in league since he's joined the Premier League or something like that?
Yeah. For me, he's
stop playing with him, man.
He's a world class manager, 100%.
Bro,
he gone.
Where do you think we're gonna finish? Top 4?
I think that's top 4.
So who do we displace? Arsenal don't make it, or you don't make it?
I think Arsenal won't make it. Young team, like I'm saying, young team. They're gonna have those patches where it gets sticky again. World Cup's gonna crop up as well. Remember, they've got European football to contest with as well, right? So last season when we were talking about that was no European football. These are all hurdles they're gonna have to navigate as a young team, young manager. You know what? So I think
I forgot they had European football.
Same. I forgot they didn't have Europe last season.
So I think they will fatigue at points.
I think it'll be a tight race. Put it that way.
No,
I don't think it's.
I'm just saying.
I can't even call it right now, honestly.
And the reason why, again, we can go into Arsenal later, but ultimately, like they've got a lot of talented young players, but it's about now Odegaard's carrying that. Okay, I'm the captain now. Cool. How do you perform at that level? ESR, can you get back into the team and get your 10 goals? Saka, can you go up another level? Are you going to plateau? Like, there's a lot to think about. Jesus, already everyone's like, oh my gosh, this guy's a saviour. Is he going to be able to handle that? You have to carry this club. He's a baller, but now you have to carry that. Remember at City, it's like, okay, if you're not firing, someone else.
Yeah,
you have to carry that now.
Quick time.
You get me? So how they navigate that we've not seen it, so I think they may miss out. With Chelsea, you mentioned what happens to come in the next few weeks. Chelsea is so hard because Chelsea could be here or it could be here.
You lot are the biggest question mark in all of this.
perfect
I
way to
think
describe it.
if I see what I saw yesterday, what I've been seeing over the summer, I'm like, I don't know. It could be a rough season for you lot. But if I see what I've been hearing happen over the next week, dark horse.
Chelsea's. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it as this. Chelsea's success this season is not solely just dependent on who we bring in the door. It's about how it's pieced together. And yes, Tuchel won us the Champions League. Tuchel's done well, but for me, this is his perfect opportunity to prove of how top of a manager he is. Because there's been loads of people linked now, whether they think they're the signings or not. When we look at the Lukaku situation now, it comes out now that that wasn't his signing. Cool, okay, cool. Yeah. New owners coming in, bare options, bare names. You get to assemble something and you have to piece it together quickly. Now we need to see how sick you can be. A prime example when I look at stuff is like Havertz in the false nine situation, right? Players can play how they play, but how are you going to utilize this to get what you want? Yesterday I was watching the game, first game of the season, pre-season been short, but I was like, okay, this is not, we won the game, but okay, like is this how we're going to try and compete for the league? Knowing that what City and Liverpool are doing?
Kai Havertz in the false nine. I feel like that's what Tuchel wanted all this time as well. I feel like a lot of Chelsea fans felt like Lukaku was in the way. This season,
we need to.
There has to be a lot of pressure. And
it's got to be on him.
He's going to be leading the line. You got World Cup coming up. You're going to be Germany. One of key pieces.
We don't know if we're going to buy a striker. We don't.
Werner's out the door.
Werner's gone. Yeah.
Who's out there?
So
what strikers are out there?
But bro, this is what I'm saying. I don't know how this window ends because Chelsea could literally do any. Oh my gosh. Chelsea could literally do anything at any given moment. But if
a couple of weeks ago, he was hyping up when he was scoring for Barca. That man, I'm like, oh gosh, you see how they change quick, yeah?
if Havertz is to play false nine, we talk about coaching, right? How do you get the best out of that situation? How do you make sure the team utilizes that? Or if he's not up to it, what do you do then?
I can't lie.
These are for me, it's key questions.
See all them uncomfortable questions Cams was asking last
year.
Yeah, no,
this is where it comes to life.
About how does he improve the attack?
Yeah, no, this is
where
it comes to life. This is where it comes to life.
There's nothing to hide behind now.
Because you got your winger that you wanted. I want Sterling. You've got Sterling.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I don't get is that with Chelsea's recruitment at the moment, the reason why I'm worried, not worried like, worried for them, but the reason why I'm concerned for Chelsea is because I don't think you've improved so far. I don't think you've improved. Koulibaly, you can bring him in. Okay, Rudiger went out. Christensen left, whoever it is. You brought in Cucurella. I don't even know if he's going to be a starter yet because Chilwell's there. I don't really know what the situation fully is there. So I'm like, okay, you brought in Raheem Sterling. But we know Raheem Sterling's whole profile at City was to get on the end of things. At Chelsea, if we're going by yesterday and what I expect, he's going to have to create. No, he's going to have to create. He's going to have to be taking players on. It's going to be a different Raheem Sterling. I hope Chelsea fans don't think they're getting Man City Raheem Sterling. You're not getting that guy. You're getting a different guy who he wants to be. So that depends on what it is. But I don't think it's going to be the goal. We're not going to get. I don't think we're going to see 25 goals Raheem Sterling.
From him playing that. But what I want to chime in on that is last season we scored 76 goals. Our top scorer was Mount with 11 goals. When you bring Sterling in, you think, okay, you know, we might get double figures with him.
17, 18.
Not when he's playing like that. But what's more scary is the last time I saw Chelsea look like that, how it was kind of like when Hazard was like, do something, Hazard, please do something. And it's like, you can't operate like that if you want to try and win the league. For me, it's not sustainable.
But that's what
Same
I'm saying.
thing with the clean sheet thing. It wasn't sustainable. Chelsea, when I look at recent months, recent periods, we've done things that are not sustainable, and then you have to do something else. I don't know what they're cooking over there, but
you tell
just
us,
try and make, I'm keeping stretching
Chelsea man,
no, really, if you look at all the names we're linked with, it's like.
Like Chelsea are linked to Frankie de Jong as well.
Frankie de Jong's a similar. It's a good signing, but he's a similar profile to Kovacic.
This is what I'm saying. Is he that creative guy that's going to make Chelsea better in the final third? In my opinion, Chelsea will be solid this season because Chelsea are a solid team. That is the way Tuchel wants his teams to play.
But it's the attacking,
they will be
that's
solid.
The problem.
Are Chelsea again? They got bailed out by a Jorginho apparently from absolute brainless Decore. It wasn't even like a brilliant piece of play. Decore just decided, I'm bored, let me give away a penalty. Do you know what I mean? So if you actually think about it, yesterday, again, it wasn't enough. And I think Chelsea now need to start... I feel sorry for Mount because I don't think that's his position. But in this Chelsea team, that's what it's going to be. But now, people are always going to bring you these goals and assists that Mount has. But you watch the game, he's not creative enough. He's not creative enough. And Havertz... bro, I've been backing this guy for a long time.
jury's out.
This is the season where you've got to do better because this disappearing act that's going on. Are you a 9? Are you a 10? Are you a right winger? What are you in the Premier League? You got to figure that out quick. So, right as of now, I do not think Chelsea have improved. And when you go back to last season, Chelsea scraped top 4, bro. For the last couple of months, Chelsea haven't been good. Arsenal were on your neck. Tottenham were on your neck. If Arsenal and Tottenham did not play each other at that moment, which gave Chelsea that little break where the North London derby came, oh my God. Chelsea were coming out of that top 4, you know.
What I want to add as well is, when I look back to last season, there was a period of last season, I think, was it up until production, correct me if I'm wrong, November going into December, where Chelsea were top.
You were nearly the top of the league,
Yeah.
So it shows you what happens when this team, again, it's always about periods.
But that could have been a purple patch. Chilwell was hammering goals. Reece James turned into a striker.
Yeah, but
bangers from there.
Bangers against Newcastle.
Do you know why you can't say it's purple? Because when Reece James got injured and came back, he did the same thing. So in terms of the identity of what he tried to create, that was clear to see.
But let me ask you something.
Let me just finish on that point. It goes back to what you said about in terms of, is he trying to create a system for his attackers or his wing backs, which is what we said. So now it's like, okay, if that's what you're doing, is that sustainable? You can't rely on your wing backs to win you the league. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. You have to find something that works for all of your team.
It's a tough one because, again, though, look, every team gets smarter and wiser as the season goes on. Reece James, we all knew he was a good player, great player, but bro, he exploded from nowhere and turned into a striker, innit? Now, teams are going to know, okay, Reece James is their key man. Chilwell was their key man. Chilwell was popping up in odd spots, bro, in the box. You know what I mean? So now they're like, hold on. Now we're going to know these two. So now it's like, but it's the reason why it's different with like a Liverpool where we know they're allowing their wing backs. Mate, there's Mo Salah right there. There's still with Sadio Mane. These men are world class. You know what I mean? Whereas Chelsea now, it's like, okay, let's see what James and Chilwell have to offer. If they can't offer nothing, it's Mason Mount, it's Kai Havertz. And that's not Werner,
that's where you hope. No, but that's where you hope the Sterling
good enough.
factor comes in. But
Sterling,
again, for me,
but this is what I mean. Listen, what we were saying is, I love Raheem Sterling, and I think if you guys sign more players, he's going to be a top 10. But what's going to happen now is that Chelsea are going to try and make him the number one option on a championship team. He's not that. He's not that. To go for a title and make him that number one on his back.
What do you think Sterling finishes the season with?
Raheem?
Yeah.
How many goals? In the Prem?
Yeah.
In the Premier League?
Yeah.
I think Raheem Sterling in the Premier League
in this Chelsea team.
In a good season for Raheem Sterling in the Premier League, if he gets 15, I'll think he's done very well. Yeah. Very well. If Raheem can get 15 with Chelsea in the league, I would say what a signing.
I said the aim was I said initially the aim would be 15, and I said, hold on, you can't compare. It's hard to compare the City stuff because they create more chances.
That's free flowing, yeah, man. Free
you don't have to do anything for 72 minutes, and then De Bruyne will just
and let's not minimize what he does.
You know what I mean?
Because it takes time.
No, but
him and Haaland.
I'm saying. That's his talent. That's his thing. That his off the ball movement and stuff. Yeah. What I'm saying is, at Chelsea, one of his star qualities, which is off the ball movement, is going to be taken away
because he has to be on the ball. Because he has to be on the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
You think that's where the Frankie De Jong comes in?
I don't think De Jong is creative. No, but again, De Jong is not going to get you the ball. See Sterling's run. He's not.
He's going to dribble the ball. He's a nice passer.
He's got that in his game to create that for himself like that.
What, create his own chances?
Yeah,
to create his own chances. De Jong is not the guy you guys are saying.
Creating your own chances
is the first, third player, bro.
What we're talking still. Creating your own chances in the Premier League is a big ask.
Yeah.
There's not every player in the Premier League that can just create their own chance and then pop up and end with a score.
Does he replicate something similar to what I'm thinking he did with England at the tournament last summer?
Yeah, that's what he's
That's what he wants to be like. I think he's made that move because he's like, okay, I want to be that man in the squad now.
Bro, but those were high effort goals, you know. Yeah, bro. For England, Sterling was putting in massive work, knocking goal. It was like put the team on my back, bro. That was like full work. It wasn't easy, bro.
It was no risk. Remember the Germany game where he went back because he was getting tired and then
this is what I'm saying.
It's a lot. It's borderline hearable. It's borderline hearable
in a different way.
But I mean, I think we'll get top 4. I think we'll get top 4. I think ultimately, if we can get this window right, and Tuchel can, again, because ultimately, yes, we're talking about players and everything. I've seen what you can do for half a season. I've seen how you fall asleep at the end of the season. Can you put it together to compete with these other two managers that you want to be sitting with for a season? Can you compete? That is the big question for me.
Bro, I'm conflicted now. I don't know.
The pieces could be there.
I'm conflicted.
The thing
if
is,
Chelsea are
it's
going to
hard
make
because
it, bro.
the window's still
I'm
not
like,
closed.
they have to finish the window strong for me.
Yeah.
That's
The
the thing.
window depends everything
Yeah.
on Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think if you lot don't sign pieces till the end of the window, I put
What,
us
centre back?
fourth.
Well, Fofana,
For
Fofana's
Fofana and
coming.
De Jong, you get those. Top four
The
secure.
formation has to be 4-3-3. That's why I think that there's a desperation for a centre back because
Fofana,
because
Koulibaly?
it's Koulibaly and someone else.
Yeah.
They have to go 4-3-3.
You reckon he's trying to face out Thiago Silva this season?
Yeah.
he can't play. He's the legs.
Because
are
this
so
be
long.
his third year
Yeah,
at Chelsea.
yeah,
With Frankie, that's what I'm talking about, the creativity.
He's not creative. Why do you guys think
What you
Frankie's
see the
creative?
ballet through today?
What, against Puma? Against Las Puma?
Hey,
Against Las Puma?
I know,
And they're
I know.
5-0 up.
Listen,
Come
wait, 1 second.
on.
Man,
My
we're
boy
going,
Frankie's a
we're going
baller.
over the place. Man,
No,
we're going
Frankie
place.
is a
We're going all over the
baller.
place.
Wait.
Certified.
Frankie is a top baller. You cannot dispute. I just said he's not a
create.
creative player. He's not creative.
he will create.
Oh my
Him and Kova.
God.
If you have Frankie in there,
I think you lot are
if you go to
misprofiling
4-3-3,
Frankie
it
big
allows
time.
Chelsea to have an extra attacker. And then add Frankie de Jong in there.
But again,
Frankie's
listen,
a six.
listen,
You got the
no,
vision.
but to
You got the vision.
sum this up, no, production.
You guys are misprofiling Frankie.
Production,
massively.
you're talking stuff, but again, what you have to remember is,
You're
for
misprofiling
Chelsea
it.
to switch, remember, Tuchel's been here
Big
for how many
time,
seasons?
Big time.
To now go with new players, a new centre-back partnership and everything, to go, okay, we're going forward at the back and everything. There's going to be a teetering process there.
That's why they played it on pre-season.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about but I'm talking about in motion as the season
I
goes.
thought that was just players missing. But
In
you're
motion
onto
as the season
something there,
goes,
you know.
it's not going to be smooth sailing. Remember, especially if you get like a few fixtures here and there and you're playing catch up.
It's the small
Understand the
teams
vision.
where they need 4-3-3 because it's the teams that have problems
Breaking down, 100%.
It's the big teams is not Chelsea's
No,
problem.
no, no. It's
The
a
big
small
teams,
team.
he's happy with that.
It's about
system.
banking
That
the
works.
points. Yeah, it's about banking the points. We see how it goes. We see how it goes. But I think top four
I don't know
four's
if he's
there.
gonna go
ID.
to. I don't know if he's gonna go 4-4.
Top four were there, and I think potentially if you get the right signings, you can do a title charge. Is where I'm thinking.
Chelsea are not title charging. If Chelsea title charge, title
He
charge.
said it.
I'm saying if you get the
Fair
right
enough.
signings, you can.
What signings though? What signings?
He said it.
Boy, I would want a forward that can have goals,
Mm-hmm.
a creative outlet that's not Sterling dribbling, and then the centre back for depth. I feel like this team has shown what they're capable of. I've seen Chelsea come back
They
from
haven't
worse.
shown what they're capable of. You guys haven't shown that you're a title challenge team. You don't get a little November form excited and say you're a title.
No, I'm
You
saying
ain't
that.
shown
I've shown it in patches. Can you sustain for a season? What I'm saying with Tuchel, can you sustain for a season? I've got big question marks on the players and him.
When it
So
comes to
let's see it.
sustainability, Liverpool and City, boy.
Remember the league's different now. You got to go
It's
what?
a different
15
animal.
game.
I know
15 game win
Pep's
streak.
offloaded.
So I think
Pep's
Chelsea-
offloaded a little bit of weight, and people think,
I think
no.
Chelsea are going to battle for the top four.
yeah.
I think they'll finish. Yeah, I had them out of the top four, but then you made a good point about that Europa. You know, I forgot Arsenal didn't have.
Yeah,
European
same.
football last season.
That's
They
been
can't
going over my
They can't go out
head.
first round.
Yeah.
They can't
It's
go out
gonna
first
get
round.
sticky at some point
They
for
got to go
someone.
strong in it.
Yeah.
They got to go strong in it.
Yeah,
No, they
you
get
know what?
semi-final every time, don't they?
No, I would say that's a hard one. I
got
don't know.
strong
I
in
think I have Chelsea finishing below Spurs. That's all I can say. So
Alright, cool.
yeah.
What you saying?
I have you lot fifth.
Alright, cool. Let's quickly.
Split.
I'm
I'm on the fence on this one.
That's a level of points.
can't-
Goal
yeah,
difference.
wait,
Let's
the
let's
window-
re-ask on September the 1st.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
When the window's closed.
Let's
and
go
we
into
haven't-
Yeah,
this is as of now. This is as of now. Yeah, exactly. Listen, we're just here for vibes. Let's quickly. let's chat Liverpool quickly. No, we're gonna leave Liverpool Arsenal. I want to do Arsenal last.
Let's keep it top four. Let's keep it top four. Yeah.
No, I want to go to
Oh, let's
Arsenal
just go
last,
Arsenal.
man.
We've been saying Arsenal a few
Alright,
times.
cool. Arsenal. I said I don't see top four because of the reason I've already said that. I think they'll do really well. I think they'll play better football. I think they'll score goals, but I just think they'll have parts of their season where it will get particularly tough. I mean, their senior pros in their team was what? Elneny, Xhaka, the man that shan't be Partey, and Odegaard.
The young guns are being told, listen, I feel like they've had their breaking season last year, which was giving them kind of the mantle. I feel like this is the season. All right, now carry us. And I think
They carried last year.
Yeah, I get it, but now he's brought in Jesus. He's brought in title winners. I feel like he's brought in a little bit more experience.
So you got a bit
I feel
further, yeah.
Vieira gives a little bit more midfield depth and a different type of profile they had. For me personally, I think Arsenal have improved. The question is, can they balance both
sustain?
Europa?
Yeah, that's what I'm
because I
saying.
know they will take Europa serious. That's the thing. They
have
won't
to.
take their foot off the pedal. Have they got the depth for that? For me, I think centre back now. Bruv, they've got Saliba, they've got White, they've got
How good did he look, by the
Gabriel.
way?
Bro,
Holdings
How
for
good did he
Saliba.
look, by the way?
They're decent. Who?
How good?
I
did
said,
he
Saliba.
bro, my man was running around like an NFL linebacker.
Saliba.
yeah.
Walking down everything.
A man said,
You know, like, you know what I'm talking about. You watch NFL, bro. He was reading the
at the end of
play.
the game,
Saliba.
he
Zoom,
said,
he's
a man
there.
said, a man said, a man,
Bro, why does he look so big?
a man said,
Rolls Royce.
man said,
Rolls Royce, that football term.
man said, yeah, this
Hey,
is a
I
good
like him.
sensation.
I
I said,
can't lie.
yeah, he's about it. He's about it.
Listen, I
Him
love
and
watching
Fofana were in
centre.
the
Me, I'm a
same
big
team.
centre back
Him and Fofana
aficionado.
were in the same team.
I like him.
Nah, he's
Bro,
he's-
Fofana.
Him and Fofana were in the
he
same
needs to
team.
show up his levels again. If he moves to
He
Chelsea,
played really well today. They conceded 2
I
goals
like
though,
that.
but
What
he
was the
played well
Leicester
today. Huh? 2-2.
Anyway, but with me, I think with Saliba, that's a big signing. Well, that's basically a new signing for them. Let's be real. That's a new signing for them.
Yeah.
So for me, listen, it doesn't take you long to see. You saw some stuff in France a few times, and I was like, okay, this guy looks good.
He
If
will still make
as
mistakes.
bad-
Don't get it twisted.
No, of
He's
course,
young,
of
bruv.
course. But he looks like he'll grow into being a top centre
He's
back.
gonna
And I think
own
this
it
season,
as well.
you know, some people, for me, you can see like Premier League will be easy for some people. I think he's one of them guys that it's not going to be tough for him to adapt to this league at all. That was Palace away under the lights. I've seen many crumble under there, bro. And he just took that within his stride. Yes, Palace, okay, their front options.
They were dancing, bro.
Mateta.
Benteke. No, it wasn't Benteke. Benteke was
Edouard.
the DC.
It was
No,
Edouard
no.
and
That's fine. I just also
Yeah,
said
Mateta, Edouard.
yeah.
Bad options. AU, bad options, right? But no. Bad options up top. But he took it well. And I think Arsenal, as you said, I think Arsenal had some areas they needed to strengthen on, and they've looked at it and they've adjusted. Arsenal needs to score, for me, be more potent in attack. Let's see if Jesus can do that.
And Ked's gonna have to do his stuff
Tierney
off the
always
bench as well.
injured. Let's bring in Zinchenko. Obviously, Saliba's coming and slotted in. So they maybe need maybe one or two more signings.
They've got Ben White right
But I
back
think
at the
it's
moment.
good.
Tommy
Yeah,
Asu was a
will
bit.
come
He was a
back
bit
in.
crotch last year though, like
Yeah,
Tierney.
he'll
So
come back in.
they're not really fond of. They're not really fond of
I
Central.
thought you
They're not
was
really.
talking
Fond.
about Dennis Suarez.
No,
there.
they're not really. They're not really. They're not really fond of him.
I think the thing is with Arsenal.
I'm not saying they don't do that. I'm not saying that they won't compete, but I'm just saying with everything they've got going in this season,
Yeah.
don't be surprised. The 3-game loss thing, what happened, and you know what it's like when you get to a point. Let's say in February, you're thinking, "Raw, league might be looking mad, but we're on Europa on. Do we push here?" They might have that conundrum going on. It's very difficult. You get a team that tries to go all the way and still sustains in the league.
My
So
only
we'll
issue
see.
with Arsenal is even though they added Jesus, I know they got Saka as a good player and it's Smith Rowe, right?
Is there enough goals?
Smith Rowe. Who's the one that played? Who played left wing? Martinelli. Sorry, yeah, and Martinelli. I still think they need to score more goals though. I still.
But-
Saka got a nice double figures. ESR got double figures. Martinelli. Somebody there is gonna have to
Nketiah, would
really,
you know-
as
He's
much
on
as
100K, he's got to do
Jesus
something.
as
They gave
well.
him the full
100K.
Yeah, they got.
100K.
Yeah, I think Nketiah's
Does he not
alright.
have to
personally.
contribute now?
He will.
He's gonna
I
step
think
up.
he'll score. If you give him games, he'll score goals.
Yeah.
But Jesus is gonna start. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Well, that's
but
where
I just
cup
think,
runs and stuff.
obviously they got Saka. He can do his thing, whatever. But they're gonna need goals. Because as I keep saying, the front line is important. I know with Spurs now, for
Trust
example,
me, that's what we hang
you
our
guys
hats on.
have that. You need, bro. A front three can bail you out,
Bro, I
numerous
said
times.
if they perform, we win.
What used to happen? Look at what used to happen with Man United. Poor performances. Thank you, Rash. Thank you, Martial. Thank you, Greenwood. They're just gonna get us out. Of this. Thanks. You know what I'm trying to say?
One season, mate.
Hey, COVID 6 months.
Yeah, but that season got United second place. That's decent. That got you second place through just a
No. So wait, where you saying they
bro.
finished?
With an average team,
Yeah.
Man United finished second because they had a potent front.
No, I
three.
get what you're saying.
That's
I
what
get
I'm
the point.
saying.
I get the overall
So
point.
where the
Arsenal, you
money's
need a
been.
potent front three. That's what I'm saying.
Where do you think they finish?
I think Arsenal are gonna finish between 4th and 5th as well.
4th and 5th,
I have them top 4.
top 4. Okay.
And you?
I said I think they just miss out.
Oh,
I
fair
think they
enough.
just miss out. Let's
Fair
go Liverpool quickly because of time. I think I messaged you, man, about it. I was looking at their squad in terms of World Cup. Not a lot of their players were playing minutes are actually going. I think that helps them in January.
Yeah.
If you break their first game wasn't that, thing, but they're going to build preseason fitness. If you look at what they've done in 2022, they're still unbeaten in the Premier League in 2022, but after the end of last season. They have to make sure that this year they don't let City go 5 out of 6. They have to show something this year.
For me,
Salah
this is-
has to show something as
Yeah.
well with no money as well.
Yeah.
So I genuinely, it's about how far can they push this? Can they lead from the front and keep going? Can they really do something this year?
Facts. This has got to be, for me, their best year at a chance to win to win the Premier League, in my opinion. I think with City, as you said, having offload, I think they're going to go through a transition where they're going to...
Can't sell Bernardo.
No.
I mean, if they do.
If they, Bernardo potentially leaving, I think they're going to switch more to a Haaland-focused system, if you like. I think Pep's trying a little 4-4-2 thing as well, where the fullbacks are inverted. He's trying new experiments.
He's got bored, innit? Yeah, he's got bored.
Bro,
He
he's
was
nuts.
on DM today, something. Walker was playing.
Bro, it was some weird inverted. I was trying to read it. I couldn't understand it. I was like, soon, we'll get to that.
Mum was at work like,
I was waiting for the Twitter tacticals to break it down to me, bro.
Amir, yeah.
It's cold.
Amir is coming,
Bro, he's coming.
He's coming. Trust me. Midnight tweets, yeah.
Hey, I'm locked in.
Trust me, bro.
Hey, but now I think Liverpool, I feel like with Núñez coming in, it's a big gamble. I think roll of the dice, 85 million. Listen, he's a handful. I think, but relying on consistent goals that you was getting from Mane, you're expecting either Luis Diaz to find that final product, which I think is tough, or Darwin Núñez to come in and hit the ground running type of thing. And I think, for me, if one of that happens, they've got the kind of it's theirs to lose type of thing.
Do you know? I don't think it's a risk. Yeah, I think I was talking to you
Has Pep
about.
signed a new deal yet? By the way,
No.
so technically last year.
No, but he said no. He was saying that he's not. He said recently that him staying is not dependent on the Champions League. I think he'll sign a new thing soon. He's basically, you know, when he starts flirting and stuff. He's probably waiting for things to drop. But why I think the Núñez thing isn't like a mad risk is because if you look at Klopp profile players, right, he's not a City guy where he goes for that tactically astute or nice and whatnot. Salah before Salah
tactically astute.
No, but I mean sorry, technical. Sorry, apologies. Thanks for. But when you look at when Salah came, Salah was like 4 chances, 1 goal, maybe 5 or 6. It wasn't efficient. Jota, my God, but gets goals.
He's saying he likes the jammy, man.
Bro, as long as he score goals, we will make the rest work. We will make the rest work. So when I see Dart, it doesn't surprise me. I think he'll get goals.
Yeah.
You said it eloquently well when you're speaking on DR, hold that DR anyway. I think he gets goals. I don't think it's like a thing where, and I think he's done it the right way. It's like, you know what, I'm not going to put pressure on you to just throw you in. Just, you know,
I think that's
understand.
smart.
Exactly. Just ease into it. But what you're saying though, someone has to pick up Mane's goals. I agree with that. But Salah has to, you know, now you got to go further.
Thiago's injury yesterday as well. Don't
big,
sleep on that. I think they've
big.
got Keita who's constantly injured. Like the creativity in that midfield, like they lack the creativity and then they're losing goals as well. So as much as I think this is their best chance to win it as well, Liverpool have to capitalise on it.
I think it's funny though.
There's not a lot of room for error, I feel like, because if City find their form and Haaland has his way with this league, once City get a stranglehold, they've shown they don't let go.
But with what's funny with Liverpool is ultimately we're talking about change and everything, and people may laugh at this, but if you look at their sort of creative solution or creative sort of like injection, they've gone for 2 youngsters. They've gone for Harvey Elliott and Carvalho. So that I think that's where the bigger risk is. It's like
Carvalho is gonna hoop. Guaranteed.
But what we say about young players. It's what we say about young players.
Telling man now, bro.
It's
he's
what we
gonna
say
ball.
about young players. It's what we say about young players. It's
John Morant.
Bro, give him the ball, let him play. Bro. I'm telling you now, get out of the way.
I think
let him play.
they're both good players, but it's about how those are young players in a a championship elect thing
system,
and is that system going to have to tweak?
That's for me the biggest issue. I've got Liverpool as champions. I'll be honest. Like, I've always go City. I say City, but this year I'm going Liverpool. Nothing got to do with anything. Got to do with City. I just think there's something. I think Liverpool are going to, as you guys are saying, they need to do it. This is as of now. That injury to Thiago concerns me a little bit. You know what I mean? I know we packed that thing too, but you come around this way, you will get clapped. You know what I mean? Nah, that definitely concerns me a little bit. With the
Hey, what
that is one of the best references.
But what else was that?
No, that's one of my favorite.
That definitely concerns me a little bit. The Thiago injury, it does. But I do think they'll find a way. I do think they need to sign another. No, there's not much in there. I do think they do need to sign another in it. They do need to sign another midfielder, 100%. I think anyway. But in my opinion, I know people are saying Salah's going to score goals. Salah's going to be one of the top goal scorers.
Revenge story. He's got to
Let's not do this whole. He's not going to do it. Money. He's going to be one of the top scorers.
He has to.
No, but he will be. It is Mo Salah. Darwin Núñez is going to do. He's going to score goals. Darwin Núñez is going to score goals, bro. Guaranteed.
Put a number on it.
He will get about 18 Premier League goals.
18.
He'll get about 18.
Centre forward, what?
17. He'll get about 17. Salah's gonna get about 25.
Last season,
20.
centre
Salah's gonna get 20 plus.
Last season,
I'm
centre
going
forward
13.
wise, 13. No, I was gonna go about.
And
I was going about
I
16.
would say that's cool.
I think he's gonna
I
score
think
goals.
if he can give 20
18.
all comps,
Bro, did you see?
20 all cups.
20
No.
plus all
Look,
comps. That's what I expect
as
from
much as
Darwin.
he's turned into a meme or whatever, every single game, even
He's
in
there.
pre-season,
He's there.
and this brother is there,
there,
bro.
he's there.
Yesterday he came on. Nigga go, bro. Assist somehow, bro. He's
own goal
there.
and an accidental assist,
Bro. He is a problem. I'm telling you now. I don't rate him technically
He's
at
got
all.
that dog, though.
Do you know what it is?
But
yeah?
he is a problem, bro.
He's
got
got that
dog.
dog in him, which
got that
do
dog.
you know what? He's got a lot of characteristics I like, but he's gonna be one of these players. Yeah, I'm telling you, when those goals aren't going in,
He's gonna
when
be
the
frustrated.
assists ain't
No.
coming,
Yeah, he's gonna be
the
frustrated.
lights are gonna be so bright and big.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I'll be honest with you, Bruno, 2 years ago could do no wrong. People were putting him in a world
And then
class
one day-
bracket,
and then one day,
and then
one
one
rainy day.
the lights just went poof, and everyone.
He has no touch. Shame! Shame!
And here's the thing, I like Bruno, and I like Bruno. This is the thing, and this is what I
Bruno
just said.
is mid.
Darwin has a lot of characteristics I like. Even that risk taker about Bruno, I like that. But the thing is, there's gonna come a point when people don't like him.
But let
Just
me
be
let me
prepared.
redo
wait,
this.
hold
Let
on,
me
hold
redo
on.
this.
No, Bruno. No, sorry. Darwin Núñez is gonna frustrate fans, whether he's
letting
scoring
you know.
or whether he's not. 100%.
But do you know what the
in them
difference is?
moments, I think Liverpool they have Trents that gets them out of these games. They have Mo Salah, as you mentioned, Jota. These guys are gonna get
Alternatives, yeah.
Liverpool out of this game. And Diaz is like inches away from being mad. Like he's like misses all the time. I don't know how, but one day it's gonna
Hey, it's
click.
gonna click.
I'm
It's gonna
watching
click
him
for him.
very
Yeah.
closely this season.
One day it's gonna click. Yeah, these chances that he manages to make for himself
Bro.
but miss. I don't know how he misses, but eventually that's gonna start flying in, and when it does,
Pure shot creator.
With the
man,
The shot ain't going in.
yeah.
With Nunes, yeah, with-
He creates
handles are
separation.
crazy,
He creates mad separation, bro.
but the release is off.
Just can't, bro. We just can't
release ain't
finish it.
working.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
But with Nunes, you have to remember, yeah, no matter what happens, yeah, in that system, yeah,
Yeah, that is the one thing I will say is where you're saying he will eat. Robertson and Trent are gonna feed him
he's good.
like it's
Listen,
nothing. And you saw
he,
that.
the food might drop on
you
his
saw that
shirt,
yesterday,
but
yeah.
some of the nutrients will, like he's
Bro,
still gonna get
what,
fed.
what happened? Trent just popped it like a little lob ball.
Back post,
This
yeah.
brother
Yeah.
just made a nuisance of it, and Salah ended up tapping it in.
watch this.
Yeah, no, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about.
But listen,
No, you got dunked on, innit? So
yeah.
watch your mate get
Bro.
dunked on.
oh my gosh,
No, but I think. Do
Well,
you know what?
Liverpool.
As of now, Haaland thing was a bit worrying as well.
Aye.
But I would say, as of now, before the end of the window, we're gonna readjust this on September 1st. I got Liverpool in the league.
Same.
I find it hard to say Liverpool win in the league just because I know what City like. But I think City win the league, but Liverpool have to front lead from you this year. There's no excuses. You have to show something. But I think City still win the league. I think for me, when we talk about Haaland, I was of this belief that Haaland would do well in the Prem, but Alvarez is going to be real, like in terms of those nitty gritty situations. And I think he's going to really help them. But I feel like Pep's gone mad again. You know that time when the fullback thing started, centre mid. When he's like, I'm bored, something new. He's gonna bring something new that other teams are gonna be like, I can't deal with
I'll
this.
figure it out by next episode. Watch.
About what?
What system he was using today.
You're not even ready for the KDB second striker thing that's gonna come as well, bruv.
Oh, the
That's what
fusion's
he's
gonna be
doing right
crazy. The Great Whites connection.
Bro,
I'm telling you, it's gonna him and Haaland.
bro.
Some
Nah,
lab rats.
bro.
Some lab
Every
rats.
team now, just West Ham just gave them
Has.
the taster.
Yeah.
Bro,
and
I don't
Shaq.
care
Don't
if you're
drop the
going
line.
forward. You can't give Haaland
Just
any
leave one man back.
open space. Do you know how rapid that guy is, bro? That's why he gets injuries. But
And
do
do
you
you
know
know
how
what
rapid he is? Phew.
They were saying he's not gonna get chances like that in the Premier League.
Boom.
Saying it, he said,
can't lie,
bro,
he's-
it's them strides once they
Yeah,
open up. I
yeah,
said, yo, this
yeah,
brother's like a gazelle.
Yeah. He just looks unorthodox, innit? It's not even like a smooth running motion.
Bro, he's
Listen,
He runs like
your
Usain
boy
Bolt.
this season needs to eat.
Headband, man.
yeah. I think he's gonna have a strong season.
You got KDB, Sheffin, Bernardo might leave, Big Haaland there, 100 mil man
I think
got
if
delivered
Bernardo
this year.
leaves though, I think that's gonna derail City.
That's for me what I think could cost them.
Gundogan
The
is
fact that they're
you know,
going to
that's my
rely on
boy.
Grealish a lot as
But
well.
Gundogan won't play every game. That's the thing because of just eight.
You still
But
on this?
Did you see him
It's a
today?
new season.
Did you see Gundogan today, bro?
Did
Absolutely
look good.
quality, mate. Why do man try? Bro,
I'm just
Gundogan.
like, yo.
No.
Every year he's got him in the player of the year.
Yeah. He won.
Gundo.
Who won the City of the League last year, bro? It was Gundo,
but before we move,
my faith
you know
was
the conversation
restored.
about the conversation about them losing pace and
I need
stuff.
something this year.
Do you think that's resolved by Haaland on the break because
What?
they have lost pace?
Who?
City.
Oh yeah. No, look, City. They
That
are gonna,
dynamism is not.
what we're gonna see again, like, because Grealish is a possession man. Mahrez is kind of the same. Mahrez is kind of
That wing combo, ain't it?
it's a bit mid. And then you got Foden gone right wing as well. That was a bit mid as
He's
well.
left.
There's gonna be a situation now where there are gonna be a lot of games where we're just like, okay, you know what I mean, okay.
Yeah.
But then with KDB and Haaland, them two's deadliness, like, because KDB is devastating. That's the one thing about him, brother. Like, this brother is devastating. You know what I mean?
You gave it up.
No. Wait, hold on. I've always said KDB is quality. Boys, don't.
Hey, new season, he's trying to run a new
look what they're
narrative. We catch him
Look
like
what
a rat
they're doing. Look
on
what
the highway.
they're doing. Look what brothers are doing.
Listen, man, say one contract, say no, I've no more gimmicks.
No,
I'm here, my
no.
pure.
Look what man is doing. Like I've never said
For
KDB is
years
quality.
he was gunning for KDB.
Production.
Now
Have I said
it's
KDB is not
devastating.
quality?
Yeah, brother,
Fam,
we've been
you call
telling
him
you.
devastating. That's a Mazaline for you.
We can go back episodes and episodes. You'll always see me say KDB is devastating. He's a cross match.
No.
Yeah.
Windmill.
No, let me tell you
Hold
something.
on, wait, no, hold on.
All he
Man, say
does
this,
is
just
whip.
spams crossing.
Yeah.
Actually, no, this is good. Actually,
You talk
How
about
many-
KDB
wait,
like
wait,
it's
hold
four
on,
now.
hold on.
That's
How
what you
many
do.
times did I tell? How many times did I tell man? Yeah. And I told man, I'm gonna even get it back up on the group chat. I said Pep Guardiola is gonna realize KDB cannot play as a centre midfielder
Yeah,
no
fair
more.
dude.
I said that so long ago. Now everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm liking KDB in this little second strike. I'm like, I said this a year and a half ago, mate. 2 years ago. That is his role now. He's not gonna be doing the centre mid thing too much anymore. Bernardo's dropping deep. Gundogan's dropping deep.
Bernardo might be
What's his name? Rodri's
Rodri.
just too good. KDB is just there now because of his legs to be devastating, and that's it. He will bang a hat trick like he did against Wolves away or whatever it is, or 4 goals. He'll get an assist like he did today. That is where you're going to get the best out of KDB. Nowhere else.
I said Frank Lampard way, you know.
Yeah,
Just
no, I'm
affect the
telling
goal
you,
and
bro.
goals and assists.
The guy, bro, if you leave him in space, you're dead.
Listen.
You're dead.
No,
Like,
he
it's-
runs like John Cena though. That's
KDB
just the thing
anyway
about him.
is devastating.
He runs like
Not in centre
He
mid.
runs like John Cena. That's too funny. But let's quickly do champs and duds.
No, I want to ask you a little question.
Go on,
run
sorry.
through the
Because
other
you
teams.
didn't even say where you got them.
What,
City.
Second.
Because when we're talking about Liverpool, it intertwined.
I want to ask you a question though,
Go on.
because I'm of the feeling that Liverpool and City have regressed. So I wanted to ask you lot: A, do you think that City and Liverpool have regressed, and do you think this is the most open title race in the Pep and Klopp era?
The first question, regressed is difficult. I just feel like we always talk about that sort of championship run where these teams have been going for. Is this year 5 now, basically?
Yeah.
So it comes to fatigue. Players get older and tired. You got to bring new players in. So I wouldn't say they've regressed. I would just say that now they're thinking about, okay, how do we keep going? It's hard to go 5 years of doing like the same thing, optimizing.
Yeah.
Eventually, you have to kind of break it down and stitch it together. And I think that's what City are trying to do. So it's too early to say they've regressed. They might go up
Yeah.
another level.
No, I would say
It's
I
hard.
wouldn't say it's the most open because we're talking about a title races that have been settled by 1 point between two times. Yeah, I mean, so I wouldn't say it's open because it's been open as hell
Definitely
before.
not, no.
Yes, they were probably a bit stronger. I still think that 17-18, 18-19 City team will never be replicated as much as Pep tries to. That team was just
We're gonna replace it.
was just fake. But and the City and the Liverpool team at that point when Mane was 18-19, Mane and Salah, bro, it was peak. But I still think it's going to go down to 3-4 points again between these two.
Tell you
again,
what,
I think.
on top of that
Yeah,
question.
but that's them two. Me personally.
Oh, what, you think with other teams
I think
jumping
the
in?
other teams. I think the other teams have got closer to them.
No,
than City have got further apart.
No.
Who's the closest team?
These teams ain't ready, man.
Who's the
No, I'm not.
Wait.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Who's the closest
I'm not
team?
saying. I still think City and Liverpool are going to be
You
one
think the 20
and two.
the 20-point gap is
but
reducing?
I think the teams behind them
The
have
20-point gap
improved
is
more
reducing.
than City and Liverpool. I think City and Liverpool haven't even got better than last year.
I don't think these teams. I don't think these teams have improved as
Right,
much. As
you know what?
Yeah.
Let me ask this
Only
question.
Spurs because you got Conte for a full season.
Let me ask this
For me.
question. You know, with this whole 10, 11, 15 game streak that those two teams do you think that they're going to sustain that again for what's this, maybe year 4 of them doing
The
that?
World Cup is going to be an
Well, this is what I'm saying, yeah.
Liverpool are
Yeah.
favoured in that because, as you said, not all of their players are going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Haaland even going? No way, ain't there.
No. He's not, yeah.
We're
true.
chilling. Is Grealish gonna go? You knew that was coming. New season. Headband man, come. Oh shit.
Hulk Hogan! Big up, man!
What's up?
Hey.
Nah, but yeah,
Bro.
listen, guys,
That's
wait,
funny.
before we do Champions of the Week,
Yeah.
we will. It's the first episode back. We ain't got enough time. We'll talk about all the other teams
Yeah.
as it keeps
This
going.
is
But we
just
know
something
everyone wants
light.
to see the top 6. We'll talk
This
about all
is
the other
something
teams.
light. This is
ASAP.
something like, listen, we're still finding form. We didn't have any preseason fixtures.
Bro.
We've just been thrown back into it. But quickly, let's go champ and duds. We have to give a champ to an honorary member of this show. He was once with
You
us.
try to do that. Nah, I'm not having this.
He was once
I'm
with
not
us.
having this revisionism.
No, I'm not giving it. No chance.
You're about to do
He knows who he knows where he is.
Careful.
He knows where he is. He gave us one of the best moments
I'm telling you,
on internet history ever. Rio knows who we are because of that 1 minute.
Hype.
And on that, the actual my champ has to be Mitrovic, man. I literally tweeted before the game. I said, listen, people need to stop robbing this guy. He can get 10 Prem goals.
No, that's not.
Get
He needs to
10
get more. Man broke. How many scored Champions League? 40.
44.
Cuz, I'm
44 in the Championship, and I'm expecting 10 in the Premier.
no, what
give
I'm
me,
saying-
give me 19, bro.
Hey.
Give me 19, like Andy Johnson. That's what I'm saying. Like Andy
Man, I'm
Johnson,
talking
Real
about, man, I'm talking
gunman.
about Premiership.
That's what I'm
real
saying.
Man, I'm talking
gunman.
about
Yeah.
Premiership, you know.
Like Andy
Man, I'm talking about
Johnson.
Premiership.
Yeah.
Bro on that, bro.
Give me
Draw
19
on
in
that.
the Premier. Give me 19. This is what I'm saying.
The game,
I
fam,
agree.
yeah.
Nah, Mitrovic is a good one, bro, because bro, he's got
He wants it.
he's got a framed picture for life putting Trent on that poster. Do you know what I mean?
Trent on the poster.
Bro.
Hey, what about the flip flap on
Oh,
Van
yeah.
Dijk? Aura man.
Hey, no, the first time the Aura man's been dribbled
said-
past.
What?
Man said it's a myth.
What?
Yeah.
Cuz,
Van
nah.
Dijk's lucky
That's
we
two
weren't doing
posters.
match analysis today, bruv. He got away. This is how he
got
gets
away with
away
it.
with these
He
things.
got
You know what I
away
mean?
with
We're not doing match analysis today,
Got
but
away with it.
but fair enough. My champ, you know what? Oof, champ of the week already. It's kind of hard, isn't it? Oh, Brighton, you got to give them the champ of the week. Well done. Actually, is it even a champ anymore beating Man United
No,
at
it's
home?
not.
I'm like, I'll be
It's
real.
not,
I
bro.
kind of expected that today.
Welbeck's
Like,
getting
Brighton,
king-
they
Welbeck-
always kind of snuffy,
Yeah.
don't they?
Welbeck's performance deserves a champ.
They popped us 4-0 in the last game. we
Welbeck's
played.
performance deserves a champ shout. That was a
Bruno,
good performance.
for Newcastle, another
yeah,
masterclass.
yeah.
Yo,
Reich.
Hey, KC
We're
looked good,
gonna-
bro.
we're gonna have-
you man would link to him as well.
yeah,
He would-
Arsenal as well. Arsenal more.
Was it Arsenal more?
Yeah,
He
we're
played
gonna
well.
have
Serious
probably our
conversations.
best discussion, a topic about best player outside the top 6.
Yeah. Who's
Yo,
your champ?
He's in there.
Interesting. Trying to. Has it been a week? England women's.
That's a good shot, man.
Yeah,
I saw this guy doing
big up her.
tweets when I was at the game.
Cuz, you know me, man. I'm involved this year. I
Yeah,
said,
right,
hey,
bruv.
hey, watch out for my tweets.
Who
might be
else is
watching.
there? What else has happened this week for
England
champs?
women's. Brought it home.
It's just good to have the Premier League back, to be honest.
No, real talk.
For real.
You're
Do you
my
know what?
champ still.
I fucking miss that shit.
Can't
Hey,
lie, you're my champ.
What did I do?
my brother. My brother culture counts. Yeah, I mean,
Man, I'm
they
against
said
releases.
go where you are appreciated and you are loved. My brother.
Listen,
You at home can do it too.
listen, on that bombshell.
No, we need to duds of the week. though.
Oh, duds, Ish.
Duds.
Oh, we got some duds already.
Oh yeah, everyone.
No,
that
it
sent
is.
me-
I wanted to end on a high.
Now, everyone that sent me questions as well. Sorry, we couldn't get through them, but I've
Guys,
saved them. We'll
We're
get
hoping
through
for a
them.
Q&A.
Bro,
So
we
international
done
week.
like there was like 35, 40 questions.
Fucking hell.
Mad. No, we'll save him. Duds.
The duds of the week.
Hey, no, I
Do you know
can't
what?
lie.
Yeah, I don't know if they're duds
Yeremina,
yet, but
Yeremina.
pending duds, Barcelona.
No,
For this summer small-
they've
Nah, bro.
activated.
Can they
Barcelona
register?
are hooping.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got
Can they register?
I got
Yeah,
Barcelona
yeah,
jersey in the
apparently.
post.
Okay,
They apparently.
Bro.
Hey, what about
Apparently.
Gaultier and his coaching badges?
Yeah,
Oh
that's a
yeah,
dud. That's a dud.
that was duddery still.
Big man, you ain't qualified for this job.
Fam, how did you work the nostril?
But bro,
Yeah,
I can't lie,
that's duddery. But Barcelona though,
alright.
their summer though, yo.
Cuz
And you know who you man are gonna pay for dissing? You know you're all gonna pay for the Dembouz slander. You do know that.
Your boy.
Yeah, you already started to think, oh shit. Yeah, you know you're gonna look at your thinking.
I'm off the fence. So when
What did I say? You're gonna pay for that.
Did I not last year
What?
say, you know what, I'm gonna stop the slander, and all of a sudden it started to turn.
No, yeah.
Don't make me
Listen,
turn the screws
Yeah,
again.
yeah, you're gonna
Don't
turn
make me
the
put the hex on again. Listen, Arsu Fatty's cooking.
Bro, yeah,
We're
but them
coming.
booze.
He needs to make
Them
sure
minutes
this-
might
this
get
is
eaten.
cropped.
Rafinha's there. Them minutes might get
What's it
eaten.
called?
The Barcelona fans
Stay
know
humble.
the
My-
Barcelona
stay
fans
humble.
know
My
who they
dad-
want to turn up and watch.
My
And
dad-
it's them
2 year
booze.
deal?
My-
It's them booze.
My
What's the
dad
2 year
has
deal?
to go to Yeremina
Yeah, I think so.
for
No!
and Sterling and Sterling.
Sterling!
That was
With the Independence Day wine.
no.
Hey. Nah, that was cute. Bro, why was the arch so mad?
Bro.
I'm sorry. That
That's
was
mad.
crazy.
Bro, that's mad. That's mad.
I
that's
said
mad.
no. Because you know, like the Tevez Rio one back in the day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The picture just caught it mad.
Yeah.
I get it. This
one
was
was
like,
video.
nah,
That
go,
was
go,
mad
go,
still.
you know. I'm like, brother.
But yeah, duds, man. Bro,
That's
it's
duddery.
Man United, man. Club de Manchester, man. It's Man United. That is a big
Manchester
duddery,
divided.
bro. How can you start the new era with a loss? Same old, same old. So.
Ronaldo looking like he needs to be the savior again.
Hey, the ultimate dud of the week though. Brighton's admin. Try comfort for fan.
Yeah,
put him in
try
the-
fan.
That's
Good
a
work.
W for Fabrizio.
Yeah,
as
good
well.
work, good
He
work.
needed
good
it as
work,
well.
man. Good
He
work.
needed it.
Fabrizio,
Good
Fabri-
work.
he needed
I
it.
don't know why,
Tapping
bro.
merchant.
He needed
I don't know why
slander.
people diss that brother though. On a real, you know he's 29 years old, bro.
When you're at the top.
He's
They want
29.
your spot.
So he's made here we go this
Yeah.
phenomenon since about 25.
Bro, he's
25
bigger,
years
he's-
old.
Him as an individual is bigger than global corporations.
Bro, he's transformed. He has taken over what when we were growing up. Deadline Day, Sky Sports, and the Yellow Tide, Jim White.
They got Jim White shouting
Gillian
around on Sundays
Balogun,
with
Talk
fucking
Sport.
Simon
Graham
Jordan,
Hunter, and
bro.
Revista de la Liga, and all of them. He's taken over all of them, bro.
He's a guy, but he needed this W.
Yeah.
He needed this
Yeah,
W.
because only clowns be dissing him for no reason. He's facts.
Yeah, you have to remind the streets.
Bro, yeah, he
Omar's
needs
still
it.
here.
Man said, man was moving like David.
All the other journalists shall come him, but they know when Omar pulls
Man
up.
said, you see who's
it's
the liar.
official.
Man said, you will see who's the liar. Nah, I
Nice,
rate what he did still. But listen,
Big up
we'll be
everybody,
back. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, we're easing back into it. Stay tuned.
Bit
A lot of
rusty.
stuff
That might have been a
coming.
bit of ring rust. Yeah, I mean,
It
bit
was
of ring
there.
rust, but
We're back.
it's
We're
good,
back. We're
innit?
back.
Oh yeah, and the dad is swarms. KSI v swarms. You know, don't kill me, but get out of here, man. Yeah, I mean, what the hell? You sacrificing your career like that? Come on, man. Come on, dog.
We out.
Too funny.